Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. In today's video, we are looking at why some of your wheat pennies could be worth money, different penny prices, different coin prices. So let's just hop right into it. Don't forget to go check out my other channel, Couch Casino Slots. I will leave a link in the comments below, or you can just search it here on YouTube. Let's go. Alright, so first up is going to be a 1911. We're going to start with the 1911 wheat penny here. So this coin here, you can see that, it's definitely been circulated. It's not in the best condition. It is the D Mintmark. It's graded at a very fine 35 by NGC. And this coin only sold for around $30. So nothing really valuable, but if you look at the same exact coin, we go from a brown penny to a red penny. This penny here is graded by PCGS at a mint state 66, and this 1911D sold for over $16,000, and of course it's in a famous collection. So the grade of the coin is always going to be a huge factor when determining a coin's ultimate value. Let's move on to a 1911D. This is what you want to look for, a re-punched mint mark. So always be on the lookout for those. This coin here has that re-punched mint mark. Again, you can tell that it's not a mint state graded coin. It's graded at a AU53 by PCGS. And it's got that RPM there on the coin slab, a re-punched mint mark. This penny sold for over $490, nearly a $500 coin. Here is a 1911 no mint mark. Again, this is not the lowest grade. It's graded at an extra fine 45, but this is going to be the lower graded version of this video. And this coin only sold for around $10. But again, if we look at a 1911 here that is graded at a mint state 67 red by PCGS, this coin sold for over $20,000. So that grade is very, very important, especially when you get to these older coins, or even older than 1911. The grade is significantly going to increase the value of your coins. So always the condition is a huge factor. Now for the 1911 proof coin, this coin's graded at a proof 66 red brown. Very nice toning on it as well. This penny sold for over $14,000. $14,000. Now for the 1911 S mint mark, San Francisco minted Lincoln wheat penny, or wheat penny, however you prefer to say it. This coin is graded at a fine 15, so a very low grade, but this coin still sold for around $40. They did mint around 4 million of these S mint marks, and here is a coin that is the 1911 S that sold for over $27,000. So a huge difference in prices there for those coins. That is basically reflective of the grade of the coin. Now also for the S mint mark, you want to look for a re-punched mint mark, just like on the D mint mark as well. So be on the lookout for that with your coin microscopes. I have those available on couchcollectibles.com. Now this is a 1911 S that is graded at a mint state 65 red brown. Now this has that RPM, that re-punched mint mark, and this coin sold for nearly $1,000, sold for over $900. And also, if you're not familiar with red brown pennies versus brown versus red pennies, definitely watch that whole video that I have on my channel explaining that. Let's check out these other wheat pennies that you should always be on the lookout for. Here is a 1915 D Denver minted Lincoln wheat penny here. Now what makes this coin valuable is that it has an RPM. That means it has a re-punched mint mark. So that D mint mark on the coin is re-punched. Now here's an example of what a re-punched mint mark can look like. This is actually on a 1927 D wheat penny, but we're looking at the 1915 D, so it could look a little different. You never know. Re-punched mint marks vary based on many different things. But if you want to see your coins up close like this, you can get that coin microscope on couchcollectibles.com. Now this 1915 RPM here sold for a little over $50, but it doesn't have a high grade. It's only graded at a fine 12. So if this coin was graded at a really high grade, it's going to sell for a lot more money. Next up is a 1915 S wheat penny here. Now this penny has a lower grade, so I'm going to show you a lower grade compared to a higher grade. Now it is graded at about uncirculated 58, so it's not like extremely low, but it's also not considered a mint state coin because mint state coins go from 60 to 70. This is graded at a 58, about uncirculated. So you will see the difference with what this will sell for in comparison to the next coin. Now this coin, because of its grade, sold for over $400. Now for the 1915S, they only did mint, they only made or produced 4.8 million of those coins. So keep that in mind as well. That is the lowest mintage of the 1915 penny. You got the 1915 no mint mark, the 1915D, and the 1915S. Now if we look at a high grade of the same exact coin, a 1915S, graded at a mint state 66, we're going from a $400 coin to a $46,000 coin. So this penny here sold for over $46,000 just because of that high grade. If we move on to the no mint mark in 1915, this is graded at about uncirculated 58, just like the other one as well. Now they did make 29 million of these no mint mark pennies from 1915, so they made a lot more than the San Francisco minted penny. But this coin still sold for over $60, so not huge money. But if we go to the high graded version of this coin, a 1915 no mint mark, mint state 67 grade on this coin, this penny sold for over $20,000. $20,000. Now if we look at the 1915D Denver minted Lincoln wheat penny here, well again we got the same grade, AU58, so that's going to be the lower grade in comparison to the two that we're comparing here, and it sold for over $125. Now again, if we go to the high graded version of the 1915D, this one here is graded at a mint state 66, and this penny sold for over $23,000. For the 1954 penny, you got the no mint mark, the D mint mark, and the S mint mark. Over to the right is how many they made of each coin. So 71 million for the no mint mark, 251 million for the D mint mark, and 96 million for the S mint mark. So the no mint mark 1954 is far less minted than the other two, which means they made a lot less. Now first off, for the 1954D, this is what you want to look for. If you don't have a USB coin microscope, I have them available on couchcollectibles.com. Link is down in the description so you can see your coins up close like this. Now on the 1954D, these are three different examples of an RPM, a repunched mint mark. So you can see that the D mint mark has been repunched on all three of those. Now there are different ones there, as you can see in the image display. So that's what you want to look for on the 1954D. Now here's a 1954D that has that RPM, that repunched mint mark. Now this coin is graded at a mint state 65 by Annex. Now this penny sold for over $125. Now here's the same exact coin, repunched mint mark, and this one here sold for over $320. Now if we look at a 1954D that doesn't have any types of errors, it just has an extremely high grade, a mint state 67 grade. The coin grading scale only goes up to 70. If you're not familiar with coin grading, just be sure to type in coin grading couch collectibles on YouTube. Watch my coin grading videos on that. This penny, because of its high grade, sold for over $7,600. Next up is a very cool coin. Now this is a 1954S. That is the buy variety, so B-I-E, buy variety, as we can see there on the coin slab. Now this isn't a super valuable coin or nothing, but you can definitely look for this. It's a die break that takes place that creates a cud on the penny. Now you can see that here in the image displayed. You see that little cud in between the B and the E of Liberty. That's why they call it the buy variety, because it looks like an I with the cud there, so B-I-E. Always look for that on your pennies. Now you can look for that on different dated pennies as well. So get you a USB coin microscope and see if you have any of those. Definitely an awesome variety to look for. This coin only sold for over 10 bucks, so nothing too crazy. But let's move on to the 1954S. Now this is the S RPM repunched mint mark. So we can see how that mint mark has been repunched on there. Here's an example of a 1954S RPM. Now it didn't sell for big bucks or anything, but it sold for over $14. But always look out for the RPM definitely an awesome coin to look for. Moving on to a 1954 proof penny. Now this one is graded at a proof 68 deep cameo, so almost a perfect grade, as the coin grading scale only goes up to 70. This is graded at a 68. So very, very nice coin, pristine condition here. Now this penny here is, because of the high grade, sold for over $13,000. Here's an example of the 1954 no mint mark. Now this penny is solely valuable, again, because it has a high grade of a mint state 67. So this coin here sold for over $31,000 because of the high grade. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.